Hey, what's up, guys? How you doing? It's me, Mr. 4 Scaler. PlayStation 5. Here we are, February 5th, the year of our Lord, 2021. 6 months has been since September when officially the pre-orders went for PlayStation 5. And ever since those pre-orders, these scalpers groups who use scripted bots have ever since collected. They pretty much have hijacked the consoles from you from the shopping cart. Basically, is what they did, and they've been doing it ever since September. Nothing has changed. Everything's still the same since September. It's been 6 months. Sony really has yet to do anything about this. I barely see them addressing it. I barely see Jim Ryan talk about it. I barely see Phil Spencer from the Xbox talk about it. They're actually too busy celebrating, as always, very successful launch. And now they're also saying that the AMD chip, that the AMD will have a shortage of these GPU and CPU chips that they're creating, because this is an AMD console. The GPU, it's AMD, CPU, it's AMD, it's all AMD. So the shortage of AMD production for the GPU and CPU of PlayStation 5. And then, of course, now you got scalper bots plus the shortage of AMD GPU, CPU chips. So that's just great. So what's the solution here? What can we do? There's really nothing you can do. This is something that's going to continue on till everyone has their console and there's no more demand. And when the demand dies down, when there's no more demand, then you'll be able to buy it. You'll be able to walk inside a store, but it's not going to be a big deal because everyone will be able to buy it by then. But this is not going to stop because there is no law that prohibits these guys from purchasing as many and using these scripted bots as many as they can to purchase all of the quantities of the console. There's no limit. The retailers are not putting any limit. The retailers are not doing anything about it. The Sony is not doing anything about it. So welcome to the new normal. This is basically the new practice. And your consumer rights, there's no more consumer rights. They don't exist. That's a fantasy. That consumers' rights, you might as well just tore that down. Doesn't exist anymore. Okay? Because if it did exist, well, this wouldn't be happening. Okay? But it's happening. And it's normal. Okay? I don't know what else I can say. What else can I say? It doesn't matter, even if Newegg puts the prices higher with the combos for $700 or $1,000 or $1,069. It doesn't matter what kind of combos they put. These scalper bots will buy out everything. Doesn't matter what the price is because they have the money. They got millions and millions of dollars that they have accumulated through these different various groups of scalpers. They're very organized groups, and they keep moving. They're never in the same place, So I did a little investigation of these on these groups, my own free time, and they're very clever. I'll give them that. They're very clever. They're very smart. They know how to work this out. They know how this whole market's fluctuating, and they know exactly when and how to do it. It's like stock market, you got to know exactly when to buy the stock and when to sell the stock. So these guys know exactly what they're doing, but they're not one person. There are many individuals, like maybe 30,000, 40,000, maybe even more. It's a big group, and they keep moving around, changing names. Okay, So people ask, well, why they keep changing names and keep moving around? Because they're afraid of retaliation, and they're afraid of obviously getting robbed. So they're very careful. And nothing's going to stop them from doing all of this and buying all these products. It's because there is no law that's going to prohibit them from doing that. There's no law put in place. So they're going to continue to do on what they've been doing. Okay? And it doesn't really matter what kind of prices you put, what kind of combos you put out there. It doesn't matter if the Newegg jacks up the price. It's still going to sell. It's because the scripted bot will buy whatever. It doesn't matter how much it is. They're going to buy it. Why? Because it's on a high demand. You see, like a Best Buy here, jacked up the price to $689, $700. It doesn't matter that they jacked up the price. It's still sold out. Why? Because it's a very high demand product. The scalpers don't care about PlayStation. They really don't care about the PlayStation. They probably don't like PlayStation. Okay, most likely. They don't care about the brand. I just want everybody to understand this. For those of you who are kind of out of loop and who haven't investigated these groups, they don't care about video games. They don't care about the brand PlayStation. They're not Sony fanboys, okay? They don't care. They're only interested in money. They want to get filthy rich so they can drive Bentleys and have all these, Victoria's Secret girls on their yachts and all that. They want to be a hip hop stars, with all the jewelry and gold, driving the Bentley, smoking and having they want to live large. They want to be rich. Okay, that's the whole idea. Everybody wants to be rich. Everybody wants to be, wealthy, and that's what they're after. They're after money. They don't give a shit about a PlayStation. They don't care about the video games. It's just so it happens that Sony PlayStation 5 became a very hot item, a very high demand item that everybody wants. Okay, everybody wants it. So they go after that. Once it's not hot anymore, they're going to move on to something else. Once everybody have their own GPUs like NVIDIA 3080, 3090, and it's not a hot item anymore, then you'll be able to find it. Basically, they're looking after hot items. Whatever is on the high demand. Maybe it's going to be, I don't know, a PlayStation VR 2 or something. Or maybe it's going to be some brand new camera. Like whatever. Some hot item or something. Or GoPro, whatever. So whatever is the hot item, they go for it. And they scalpel it and they sell it for a higher price. So that's what they do. That's basically how they operate. They don't care about the video games. They don't care about the consoles. They only care about the money. Okay. Whatever is the hottest item that people are looking for, they go after that. Okay. So that's how they operate in a nutshell, in case you didn't know. So what is the solution here? What is the solution? I don't know. Is there a solution here? I don't know if there is a solution, honestly. The only thing I can think of, the only one thing I can think of is selling it in the stores. I know you're still going to have to fight through the crowd and get that tickets to stand in line. But at least you'll have a chance. At least you'll be given a chance. Okay? On the internet, you are given no chance. The only thing you're given is a guarantee that you're going to fail. Okay? So if they sell it in stores only every Friday, I think people will have a better chance of getting one. Okay, because it would be one per person. You have to show ID. There would be security there. There would be a law enforcement there, police. So no one's going to try to do something stupid. And if they do, well, they get arrested. That's simple. That would be like the only way to combat these scalpers. So they cannot use their scripted bots. Now they got to go stand in line. Now they got to figure out how they're going to do that. And now you're making it difficult for them. Listen, the whole idea is to make it difficult. To make it difficult for them to make money. Okay, that's how you hurt them. You hurt them where it hurts them the most. Their pockets, their bank accounts. Okay? And you got to make it difficult for them. That's the whole idea. And I think, to my opinion, selling it in the store seems like the only feasible option at this point. But nothing has been done about it. Retailers don't really care. Sony don't care. Microsoft don't care. Now, I do get some messages from people who tell me, hey, I was able to get one. Well, is it possible that somebody went through cracks and was able to, at that half a second, to be that binary number that was able to secure a console? Of course, there's always that. But that's a small percentage. It's a little tiny small percentage. Honestly, small number of individuals. I'm talking about majority here. I'm not talking about a small number of individuals who got lucky. But there's also other individuals out there who have connections. Let's not forget that. There's individuals who have connections, who know people that work at the store, video game store or retailer store, electronic store, whatever. And they were able to have those individuals who work there hold the console for them. And in return, they would pay the full price, plus give that person an extra $200 or 200 euros, whatever, for helping them get the console. And obviously, everybody wants to make money. Hey, if you can make an extra $200 on top of you selling this console, why not? So there's that. You have that. You got those hookups. You got these things happening where, connections, the employees in the retailer store selling they're buying the console for themselves, and then they're selling it on eBay for a higher price. You have that. And the managers know about it. Probably the manager themselves buy a console when it gets in stock, and then they sell it on eBay because the money they're making at the store, it's not enough, so they want to make more money. So you have that. And then you got, what else you got? The individuals who buy from scalpers, and they have money, and they're willing to pay $2,000, 3,000 euros, right, plus some quids. They don't care. They're willing to buy it. They have money. But at the same time, they're also supporting these scumbags, scalpers, this movement. They're being selfish. They're not helping us, the consumers. They're just helping themselves. But they're also fools. They're also stupid, in my opinion, because with a $2,000, hey man, you could have walked into a Toyota dealership and secure a brand new Toyota Corolla 21 LE edition with a $2,000 down payment, and you'd be out driving out that car. Look, I can go on and on and on about so many problems surrounding this, as I like to call it, vacuum of chaos. This is really a vacuum of chaos that's turned into normal. And this is some very sad times, in my opinion. People say to me, But what about the PlayStation 2? PlayStation 2 had this issue, had this problem. Well, let me tell you, I lived through 2000 PlayStation 2. I'm not saying that it was easy to buy that console, but it was not impossible to find that console. Okay, this is impossible. 2000 was not impossible because you didn't have these scalper bots. Okay, you could take your chances in the store, and you would take your chances in the store. And you got to hustle, but you have a chance. You got to go out there, hustle a little bit, and you're able to get one. I was able to get a PlayStation 2 in December. The PlayStation 2 was released in October 2000, and I was able to get it in December. And along with the PlayStation 2, I bought the X-Men and the Gladiator DVD, along with the console, Tekken Tag Tournament, and a bunch of other games, that Fantasia fireworks game and all that from Target. But before December, in October and November, I was able to go to a Blockbuster video store, and I was able to rent PlayStation 2 from Blockbuster video store. So I was able to have it in my hands, at least try it. PlayStation 5, I can't even try it. You can't even go to a demo to play it. How pathetic is that? They don't even have a demo. They don't have a demo for you to play, to try it out, to play the console, for crying out loud. That's even more pathetic. And then at least the PlayStation 2, you were able to play it, go to a demo store and play it. You were able to go to Blockbuster video store and play it. This thing, you can't even play it. Can't even go to a demo store to play it. I looked everywhere: Best Buy, Target, GameStop. I'm sorry, EB Games. I looked everywhere. There was no demo for you to try it. Can't even try the damn thing. Let alone, Jesus, rent one. Forget about renting it. You can't rent it. So you can't compare this. My whole point is this. Please don't try to tell me that you can compare this to 2000. You can't compare this situation to any other consoles before this. PlayStation 2, yes, it was the highest selling console of all time, but it was not impossible to buy. It was not impossible. Okay. This is impossible. This has never happened before. Okay? This is the new normal. This is something like a tsunami that caught us off guard. This is like a tsunami that hit us out of nowhere. And we're trying to figure out how to combat this shit. This has never happened before. Not that I can remember, that I can pinpoint as something as a reference in the past. This is something totally new. And it keeps getting worse and worse, especially with the AMD shortage of chips, GPUs and CPUs. Samsung says they're going to step in, try to help out AMD, but I don't know. We'll see. So not only do you have this scalpers disaster thing you got to deal with, but on top of the scalpers disaster, you got to deal with the shortage of AMD chips, and then of course the COVID-19. That COVID-19 card. It's like a cheap bag of candy being thrown out, tossed around. COVID-19 for everything. Everything's COVID-19 fault. If you get in a car crash accident and you die, blame it on COVID-19. You had a fever, and that fever caused the crash, and you died due to the COVID-19. And everything's COVID-19 now. That's it. Listen, man, this is a very, very shitty time. It's a shitty time for everything, but it's especially a very shitty time for being being a gamer in general. This is a very shitty fucking time. Sorry for the language. It just slipped through because it's really not a good time to be a gamer. This is really ridiculous. All right, and I'm speaking for majority. For those of you who got lucky, don't look at it from your perspective. Please stop looking at it from your perspective. I'm happy that you have your console, that you're enjoying it, but please stop looking at it from your perspective. I want you to stop that, and I want you to step in with majority of perspective. Because if you're looking at it from your perspective, that means you're being selfish. That means you don't care about the pain that the others are enduring and going through. So please, do me a favor. Look at it from my perspective, from majority of hundreds of thousands of others' perspective who don't have the console. Okay? I don't care how you got your console. You got it. Fine, whatever. But I also don't like when people insult my intelligence. Okay? I would wish that we wouldn't tell me how you got your console. Just don't say anything at this point. Because I hear some bullshit stories and how some people got a console. And it's really, I'm not going to say who it is. I'm not going to name names. But, guys, you are insulting my intelligence when you start telling me how you got your console. You're telling me I'm stupid. You're telling me I'm an idiot, basically. Okay? I wasn't born 2 hours ago. I wasn't born 5 minutes ago. All right? Don't bullshit me, guys. If you got your console, however which way you got it, I don't care. However which way you got that console, PlayStation 5, I don't care. But don't brag about it, because I know how you got it. And I know what you did and how you did it to get it. So do me a favor, guys. Keep it to yourself. I'm speaking about majority. I'm speaking about this issue, this big problem that we have here. Okay? I'm talking about real talk, reality. Okay? I'm not talking about hookups and connections. Okay? I'm not talking about that. Your street creds and your connections that you have. All right? I'm not interested in that. I'm talking about this. Everyday Joe, everyday Mary, everyday Trayvon, everyday Tanisha, everyday Jose, everyday Maria. I'm talking about the reality of the fact that we are in, for majority of people, not minority, majority. Remember, it's always majority you have to look at. The majority that's suffering from this, Now, having said that, that's all I have to say about that. You guys let me know what you think. But please try to be respectful on the comments. All right? We can all agree to disagree. Just be respectful to each other. If you're going to argue with each other, it's pointless. It's just going like a ping pong back and forth. I told you what I need to say. You know how I feel about this whole situation, and it's only going to get worse. It's not going to get better. And I, quite honestly, I don't even know if I'm going to be able to get this console. I'm really starting to hate Sony more. I know the hate, it's a strong word, but Sony, you did this. You're making me hate you. You're making a lot of people hate you. Really. A lot of people starting to hate now Sony and PlayStation. Do they care? Do you care? I'm asking legitimate questions, Sony, PlayStation. Do you care? Because sure as hell, looking at past 6 months, it doesn't look like you care. It doesn't look to me like you give a shit. You do seem to care about yourselves and your company and your money, but for us who supported you, remember, you wouldn't be where you are. Since 1998, PlayStation, you wouldn't be where you are right now if it wasn't for us who gave you that hard-earned cash money who purchased that console from PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, Pro, and now the 5. It's because of us. It's because of us. And now you're shitting on the hand that feeds you, that fed you. I don't know. It's a slippery slope, Sonny. Remember, karma takes a goddamn too long time. That's the problem with karma. It takes a goddamn too long time. But finally, it makes a full circle. Okay? All I'm just saying, at least do something, Sonny. Show me that you care. At least do something. Try. At least give it a try. Show me that you care. But so far, you haven't shown me diddly shit that you care. That's all. I'm gonna leave it at that, and you guys can continue down on the comment section. But please be respectful. I know this is a hot topic. I know this is a very touchy topic. A lot of emotions going through with this whole bullshit of vacuum of chaos surrounding the PlayStation 5. So please try to be respectful as much as possible. I'm not gonna block, censor anybody. Say what you want to say, but try to be at least minimal. Try to be respectful. That's all. All right, guys. I'll see you later. Take care. Cheers.